here we are again. I'm up on Oakland Road. I'm getting up here late, but I'm down here below Casa Blanca, or just above Casa Blanca. I wanted you to see some of the damage. You can see how that's Birch Creek came out of its banks, and see the logs jammed up there. I don't want to go all the way in, but it looks like, well, maybe they haven't cleared theirs. Oh yeah, there's still debris coming down. It looks like. Well, there's water. But see the mess they're dealing with, the boulders. I've never seen the debris field. I mean, it was coming out of Birch Creek the last year and a half, 2 years, but I've never seen it this far out and this far down. I mean, it goes down past Casa Blanca. Well, there's a nice sunset going over Crafton. It looks like it's still closed. I didn't ask the CHP lady if they were letting residents up. I'm not sure yet, because I think there was still a threat. See the storm clouds overhead up there? But look at this car here. If you remember last year, this guy's stuck here. I pulled that Bobcat out right here. That Bobcat that was sinking. The neighbor was trying to dig his driveway out. As I went by, see, he doesn't have a bridge really. As I went by, the Bobcat was sinking. And I threw the guy my winch cable and we grabbed it, because it would have sunk down about 8-10 feet in the creek bottom. This guy's got a nice bridge. See, this is the way to do it. Big culverts with a bridge. But when I came over last night, this was all logs and rocks, and it was pretty. It's the worst I've ever seen it up here, because it went out into the fields. I mean, the debris flow was 150 yards wide. Once it got out of the banks, Birch Creek got out of its banks. Usually it goes out a little bit from the banks. But this time, everybody up here said it's the worst they've seen it. Of course, this fire, you know, the burn scars right up above here. Oakland Steakhouse took a major hit. I mean, it was all the way up to their roof on the north side. You know, on the left side as you look at the restaurant. But I saw pictures inside where it just broke through the doors and just ruined the inside. Brandon put up a video. The owner, Brandon Knudsen, he put up a video, and he's in tears. I mean, he's had a rough time. The fires, you know, he evacuated for Apple, and then El Dorado fire here on the left started at the park here. You know, he was evacuated. He was letting the firefighters use his coolers for the food, you know, that they were wanting to store, because they were up here for, God, it seemed like forever. And whoa, was this guy County Road guy's here. He's scraping, it looks like. Yeah, they're trying to clean some of this off. Last night it was a total. You couldn't hardly drive because there were so many rocks. You know, they were like wheel chocks. And there's a lady there. Looks like she didn't wave back. She probably, I can imagine there's a little burrow there. Yeah, somebody had some cows. I heard and little calves that got drove. There's a guy with a little skid steer Kubota. I mean, they've been probably 24 hours trying to clean up this pig pen up here. It reminds me of a pig pen. There's just mud. Well, not now, but yesterday there was mud everywhere. You stepped out and you were knee deep in mud. And I'll let this guy go by me. They were staging down there at the Ukaipa Community Center, or park there. I saw a couple dozers, and I saw a couple of engines, you know, Type 1 and Type 3. Type 1 is like a city engine. Type 3 engine is what they call a brush engine. They got them over here now. They're over here in El Dorado Park on the left. I'll see if I can go in there. But brush engines, they have higher clearance, and they can go up in the mountains, where those big fat city engines, they can't climb mountains very well, hills. So yeah, I see search and rescue in there. I'm gonna whip through here and see who's who at the zoo. Yeah, they're still kind of in an active search and rescue. You know, checking on everybody. In fact, I just tried to call Candy up here, and I didn't get a hold of her. I don't know if she got it home or not. But yeah, they're staging in here. There's a big old engineer. I'll get out of his way. Where are they from? They're from Ontario. Oxnard. Oxnard representing that Ventura County there. Those yellows, if I remember, that's Ventura. They're searching me. Yeah, there it is. Ventura. They got their USAR up here. I'm gonna go in and see everybody. And you can see the sunset too. Ventura County. Well, you boys are a long way from home.
Yeah, we are.
You want to go home too, huh?
Yeah.
Go sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, I haven't slept much the last 4 days. But
Oh, are you guys still active search and rescue, or
we just finished our secondary searches of everything in our division, so
you all good?
We're gonna go bed down for the night.
Cool.
See if they need us again tomorrow.
How long you been up here?
We got up here this morning.
Long ride, huh? In that big old engine. You got tunes? You got tunes?
No.
No tunes?
Here.
Oh, you need to talk to the captain.
Yeah.
We'll see ya. They say. They got up here today, he said. There's the sunset. Oh, this is at El Dorado where they had the concert and they got campgrounds in here. And I'll go see if Ranger guy's here. He was manning the checkpoint. Well, I want to get up and see before it gets dark too, so we'll whip around. This used to be the most beautiful sunset spot, but they put this dang park in here. They're gonna have concerts and weddings, and you know, to me this lookout right here was great pictures, hiking, and they commercialized it. I don't know. It's good for the city, I guess, the coffers, but you can still see I'll tilt it up here. We get a little more sky action. They've still got a little bit of chance of rain up there. I looked at the radar. Radar was clear, but that was about an hour ago. They can still got it. So they're worried about this guy. He said they did their secondary searches. You know, they're still looking for people. I haven't heard of anybody missing up here. I know Forest Falls, they're still looking for the missing lady down there on Prospect in Lower Canyon. I'm going to try and go up there tomorrow. It looks like these guys they're going to go, they said they're going to go bed down. They're going down to Ukaipa Community Park. This is El Dorado Park. It's a state park. It's been closed for a long time because of the El Dorado fire, and then they opened it. And it's a great place to hike. Everybody's pretty much burned down. Everything's pretty much burned down out there now. It was a big flat, a bench, but there's horse trailer parking. A lot of people would park here and take their horses out. I used to ride up here with a friend, and it's beautiful up here. I wanted to move here. When I first got here in the military, there was 3 of us looking for a place, and I was like, right here, horse country. And they go, oh no, it's too far to the base, Norton Air Force Base. I said, this is me right here. But the prices up here were this was 1980. Prices were high, and you know, we were like 1 striper, 2 stripers, and we couldn't afford, even 3 of us. I think we could afford like $600-700 a month, and that was it. We ended up finding a place in Redlands, a colonel's house. He was moved to Texas. $600 for 1,500 square foot with a pool. Oh, you're talking about 3 young GIs? Sold. We lucked into that. I think he cut us a break because we were Zoomies. He was a Zoomie. Air Force. As the other guys called us, chairborne and bus driver, and we called it Uncle Sugar's Flying Circus. Because it was, and the unit I worked with, we were a Red Beret team, Air Commandos. It was called Combat Control. Oh my God, look at Sandy's, or Candy's pasture. Oh my God. Holy mackerel. It blew out. She said she had to have the neighbors open her driveway. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. Her whole pasture, she got rid of her, she had to get rid of her horses, you know, and oh my God. I haven't been up here yet to see this, and holy mackerels. Oh my God. There's a guy in there now with a tractor. Oh, I can't believe that. Poor Candy. I mean, that looks like she got damaged from the creeks behind her place. You know Candy? Is she okay?
Yeah, we're just trying to get her some water back on right now.
Yeah, she said she couldn't come home until the neighbors plowed her driveway. I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh my God.
Trying to get, it's gonna have to dry up stuff down there. Get that blood over. Trying to get the water back on.
You need any help with anything?
No, we're good. But
You're good?
Trying to get it where she can get it. I think she's getting into the bottom piece.
Yeah, we were down below last night. We couldn't come up. I was up with a fire, and this is the first time I saw it. When I saw the field, the pasture, I couldn't believe it. She said it was muddy.
I don't know what she's gonna do up here because she was saying something about throwing the rocks, and I said, let everything settle down for a few days. She wants all that back and out of there. I was talking.
A lot of debris. I saw the dump trucks when I left. They were staged, like 5 big dump trucks down by Casa Blanca. Have they moved? Have they started moving with the dump trucks?
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gonna come back. Thank you. I'm done with Chef. Holy mackerel! Yo, oh, they were stopping. I think they wanted to talk to me. Look at the boulders on the right. Holy mackerel! Yeah, they had boulders before. The last couple blowouts I've been up here on at the Y up here, I don't remember boulders that big. I mean, half that size maybe. Look at the size of the boulders. Jesus. Oh, those water tanks too are right above Candy. Well, they did. I don't think they ruptured. But I guess the water's off. They're trying to get water back on. It probably they may have turned it off when they evacuated. But there's a brush there. That's Ukaipa 552. See how much taller it is? They're basically a four-wheel drive off-road. These are cow fire guys. That looks like a boss right there. But that boy, I'll tell you what, Birch Creek. If it was rolling these boulders down, that shakes the ground like army tanks. If you've ever been like up in Mill Creek when it blows up there,